Okay, so you've got a supervisor who complains that their people don't take any initiative. But every time someone tries something new, the supervisor steps in and does it their way. Well, the learned behavior becomes don't even think about trying to take initiative unless you want to be made to look like an idiot. Look, those poor supervisors are creating the exact behavior they're complaining about, and they don't even realize it. We call it micromanaging, and supervisors who do it train people to sit around and wait for someone else to make decisions for them instead of thinking independently. They create dependency instead of capability, and the supervisor wastes their time doing all the work and making all the decisions instead of developing their people to take the load off. But those teams with enlightened supervisors who actually empower their people, they get to enjoy more initiative from the team, better problem solving, and people who act like owners instead of employees. The good supervisors ask themselves, am I going to solve this problem, or am I going to teach someone else to solve it? Look, when issues come up, instead of jumping right in, they ask their team, what would you guys think we should do? What would you try first? And they coach the whole team through the problem instead of just solving it themselves. Look, the truth is that supervisors micromanage when they don't trust their teams or have confidence in them. And after a while, they need to ask themselves the gut check question, is this a failing on their part, or is it on me as their coach? When supervisors make everyone on their team a problem solver, teams become more self-sufficient and a lot more capable. Issues get resolved faster because people don't have to sit around and wait for the supervisor to fix it. And that means that supervisors have time to focus on the long-term strategic work instead of the in-the-moment firefighting. Every problem you think you're solving for someone else is actually a learning opportunity you've taken away from them. Look, for senior managers, you should be tracking how often your supervisors are actually solving the problems instead of teaching their whole team how to solve them. If they're doing most of the problem solving, they're creating teams that can't function without them. And if you've got supervisors who are micromanaging, ask them, is it because your people can't handle the responsibility or because you haven't taught them how? It's one of the big things we teach at the People Work Supervisor Academy, because the best supervisors empower their people to solve problems, and that builds capability and more future leaders.